Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With all the money I saved, I thought I'd buy stilts. Being so tall definitely has its advantages.
Oh, wow.
Here you go, kiddo.
Thanks.
Hi, honey, ready to go?
Yep. There it is. There it is. There we go. I guess it also has some disadvantages.
Yes, it does.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Today, dreams will be realized as the 2024 draft prospects have navigated New York traffic to make their way here at Barclays Center. Well, they'll have to navigate a different kind of traffic along the red carpet, cameras, media, handshakes with NBA personnel, VIPs, friends and family, leading to what they hope is the ultimate handshake with Adam Silver.
Tonight, we usher in the next wave of NBA players.
This is where it all starts, where it all begins.
Man, it's draft day. You only get one. You got to go all out.
I put it all on the line. I bet it all at a time. I got that look in my eye. I got my eye on the prize. I mean, I'm grinding, hustling.
Man, my boys just dripped out, man.
Let's turn up the city tonight. Let's turn up the city tonight.
Welcome to the NBA Today Draft Red Carpet Special, presented by ESPN Bet.
And players are arriving. First look at Stephon Castle, freshman out of UConn, Big East freshman of the year. How you liking that fit so far? We're going to get,
We're getting to all of it.
We're going to get into the whole breakdown as you are watching the NBA Draft Red Carpet Special presented by ESPN Bet. I'm Cassidy Hubbard alongside Richard Jefferson, Kendrick Perkins, and our senior NBA insider, Adrian Wojnarowski, here in our main concourse of the Barclays Center, the red carpet right behind us, primed and ready for the class of 2024 to show off their draft fits and join us on the desk at some point, guys, throughout the next hour. But Woj, before we get into the fits, let's get into the news swirling around the draft, which started last night with Mikal Bridges becoming a New York Knick. What more can you tell us about how that deal went down?
Yeah, the momentum around a Mikal Bridges deal really gathered, I would say, in the previous 48 hours. But yesterday, there were a number of teams, Utah, Memphis, who had the draft assets to be involved in this kind of a deal. But the Knicks, they were willing to go further than anyone else, certainly for Bridges, a chance to go across the river, play with his Villanova guys, and play on a Knick team that certainly is going to be a championship contender, perhaps, certainly a top 5-6 team in the league. The Knicks have been hoarding picks for years. 2 years ago, there was a limit how far they would go in the Donovan Mitchell talks. They walked away from him. He went to Cleveland. But this was a player, Mikal Bridges, especially given the timing now with the Knicks. They are trying to figure out a way to beat the NBA champion Boston Celtics. And I think they believe the way to do that is with high-level two-way wing players. They traded for OG Anunoby before the trade deadline, and now trading for Mikal Bridges. This is for the Knicks a chance to have a group here that they can try to win a championship with, and they still have more draft assets left. If they wanted to get involved in another big deal here in the next 6 months or year, they didn't exhaust themselves of that. But Bridges wanted to be there, and now, the Villanova group is together again.
Supernova.
Oh,
what did you think?
yeah. Go ahead, Perk. You go ahead, man. Hey, look, I understand. I'm glad that the Nets got a ton of capital. I love Mikal Bridges. I think he's a great player. I think he's a great two-way player. I think the way he fits with that team is very, very impressive. It's not the Villanova Knicks. No, I get that. Yes, you have a bunch of players and players that he's familiar with, but it's their style of play. How he doesn't need a ton of plays called for him. He can play off the ball. He's a two-way guy. He's played in an NBA Finals. He was just in a Brooklyn space where they didn't have a team around him, so he was just kind of a lone player there. But it's still, I'm not going to lie, it hurts to see a very, very good net player go over to the Knicks, even though they did get a heck of a haul.
Well, they're on Boston Hills like a pair of church socks right now. And when you think of Mikal Bridges, don't even look at him as a role player. He's an all-star caliber player. He is now the Drew Holiday for the New York Knicks when I look at him, far as what he brings to the table on both ends of the floor. He's a proven scorer. He has shown that he could go out there and get you 20 points a night on the offensive end and do it efficiently. He has also shown that he could lock up the best of them, meaning guarding multiple positions. When you're able to get your hands on a guy like a Mikal Bridges, a Derek White, or a Drew Holiday, it's like having tax-free money.
And what allowed the Nets to do that deal in their minds was doing the trade they did with Houston to get their first-round picks back from the James Harden deal. Because now the Nets, you look at that, this is essentially a bottom-of-the-league team by design at this point. Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, those guys could go off in trades too. The Nets are going to be pursuing the very top of the draft next year. You want to have your picks.
We saw your tweets about, Houston acquiring those draft picks. We also saw their interest in KD, and that, garnered a lot of attention. What is the significance that Kevin Durant's name was brought up in possible trade talks?
Not just Kevin Durant, but Devin Booker. The Suns have said they are going to run this team back. They're going to try it with Mike Budenholzer. They can make, I think there's some limited moves they can make around the edges this summer. But for the Rockets or any team to hold the Suns' picks, if the Suns at some point have to disassemble this team, whether it's Durant, but even really more so Booker, who's younger, would fit on a timeline there, it doesn't guarantee you could get them. They don't have to trade the players if they don't want to. But just like the Nets wanted to get their picks back from Houston, if they're not going to be good, the Suns will ultimately prefer to have their picks back too. So now Houston could use these picks in any number of trades, 27, 29. Most of the league's banking that the Suns are not going to be a good team in those seasons. And so having those picks has great value. The Rockets have them now. And if something changes 20, 25 games into next season or next summer, they still have those picks.
Well, speaking of preference, Suns owner Matt Ishbia took to social media to confirm his preference in terms of Kevin Durant, and he tweeted, "NBA draft night is the best. Everyone talking about the drama and storylines. Some are right and some are just wrong. My turn. Phoenix loves Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant loves Phoenix, and we are competing for a championship this year because we have the team to do it. Gotta love draft night. Go Suns." Perk, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts were earlier when Woj and I were on NBA Today, and I said this because, Stephen A was on First Take today talking about Phoenix didn't, they want out from Kevin Durant. And so I called our good brother and James Jones, and he told me that they're not trading Kevin Durant. They never thought about trading Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, or Bradley Beal, and rightfully so, right? They want to run it back with Mike Budenholzer. Those guys were not healthy. They won 49 games last year. Yeah. Oklahoma City Thunder won 53, so it wasn't like they were that far apart for us. A tough Western Conference. At the end of the day, you give it another shot. If it don't work, then you revisit and have a conversation in the offseason.
Yeah, the timeline, especially with Bradley Beal being injured the way he was, I don't think they were able to really see. Yes, Bradley Beal's contract is a tough one moving forward, but it's still Kevin Durant. It's still Kevin Durant. And one thing that I learned over my time in the league, everyone's calling for everyone. It doesn't mean that you're actively looking to trade. But if Houston or somebody were to say, hey, what would it take for us to get Kevin Durant? What would it take for us to get Devin Booker? And I've seen teams put out information trying to kind of stir up some pots, but I'm not sure what's going on in Phoenix.
Guys, we know what happens in this league. If teams, especially star-driven teams, if they do not advance deep in the playoffs 1 year, 2 years, we know change happens. Players want it. The teams want it, especially with a group at the point in their careers of those teams. So this is going to be something everybody in the NBA is monitoring next year.
But everybody should. We're talking about Kevin Durant. He's a top 15 greatest player of all time in my eyes, arguably the best offensive player to ever touch the damn basketball. You should want to get an update and see if he's available, right? I mean, it's a real thing.
Absolutely. It's Kevin Durant. You know who he is.
You know who he is. You know his name.
Woj, it's always busy being Adrian Wojnarowski, but tonight, especially so, we'll see you on the podcast tonight at 8 Eastern. And there is Kentucky's Reed Sheppard. Very professional. I like the olive green. Much more to come live from the Red Carpet Show ahead of the 2024 NBA Draft.
The NBA Today Draft Red Carpet Special is presented by ESPN Bet, the official sportsbook of ESPN.
summer back then. We perfected the selfie, made our own music, and took fashion to a whole new level. But while each summer may look a little different, it always tastes great. So reach for your favorite chips and sips and taste more summer.
At Cracker Barrel, we're putting a little sting in every bite of our fried chicken. But our new sweet heat sauce will have you saying, ooh, not ow. What are you waiting for? Buzz on in and try it. And now, get here early for deals on dinner classics.
Heartburn makes you queasy? Get fast relief with new Tums Plus, upset stomach and nausea support, and love food back.
Tums. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Have you had your Hershey's? At Papa John's, we start with better. Like our fresh, never frozen dough made from 6 simple ingredients. And our dough can save you dough. Get 2 or more Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. Order now on the app from Papa John's.
The picture Haley sent of the twins, it's so precious.
Oh, let me see.
It's in the group chat.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. I don't see it. You started a family chat without me? Shame!
No, look, it's not you. It's just your new phone.
Blurry photos, weird likes.
You know, if your group has different phones, just use WhatsApp. It's seamless and private.
Oh, this is fun. I still can't believe you cut me out.
Well, we may have cut you from here, never from here.
What's this?
So non-negotiables. That's how restaurants at the highest level operate.
These are the scribblings of a madman.
Refire! It's not perfect, it doesn't go out.
Why are you doing this?
We're gonna get a start.
I thought that was a trap.
They're going too slow.
You need to calm down.
What's going on tonight? Have you been here before?
FX's The Bear. All episodes streaming June 27th, only on Hulu.
Electrified. Hanguk Tire.
There are many ways to do things. At Old Dominion Freight Line, we do them this way. This way has people who start early, people who care and inspire each other to do things the way they should be done. This way uses technology and goes the extra mile to deliver your promises on time, every time. This way is why we're the #1 national LTL carrier for quality. For us, this way is the right way, which is why it's the only way we go.
This time I use tall. My use that use tall. I love this game, it's so hard. The one you never ever knew about. I'm on the next level now. Go! What a strike!
It's so on.
Volemos, Angel City.
Let's show them how we do it, God.
KC, baby. KC, baby. It's so on.
You're watching the NBA Today Draft Red Carpet Special, presented by ESPN Bet.
Welcome to the NBA Draft.
Hi, I just officially got butterflies.
Tonight, we usher in the next wave of NBA players.
I don't even have no words to explain it, man. I'm just so happy.
I dreamed about this since I was 4. I just thank God for it.
I still can't believe it. It just means that anything is possible.
I've dreamed of it so much now. I gotta cry, man.
Dreaming all night long until those dreams became reality.
It was the best feeling I've ever had. It was just the moment I've always been dreaming about.
Here's a look at the latest mock draft top 10 from ESPN's Jonathan Givony and Jeremy Wu. No changes within the top 5. However, they have the Spurs taking the other Frenchman, Tijion Solon, at 8 instead of Kentucky's Rob Dillingham. Reed Shepherd is sitting at 3 to the Houston Rockets. And he's actually standing and walking over.
Oh, yes. Come on.
You got to
go to the front.
This is the part of the red carpet show.
Yeah.
You got to show off the fit.
The olive green.
Explain the inspiration.
Just a simple little green suit. I'm a simple guy.
Yeah.
Everything's simple.
I like it.
Got the red bottoms, though. I had to get
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us here on the red carpet special. Take us back to a year ago. Did you imagine yourself being here tonight at the NBA draft?
Not at all. This year was unbelievable at Kentucky. It was a dream of mine since I was a little kid to play at the University of Kentucky, and being able to do that this year was unbelievable. It was better than I expected. So being able to be here today in the position that I'm in with all these great players with me and my family here this week's been unbelievable, and I can't wait for tonight.
So your pops and mom, they're my generation, right? So they're playing at Kentucky when I was playing at Arizona. One question or two questions. One, was there ever a doubt at any point in time that you wanted to go Kentucky? And two, who taught you more about basketball, your mom or your dad?
The first part, it was always Kentucky.
Okay.
I was going to Kentucky no matter what. But both of them did a lot. I was probably in the gym more with Dad, but as far as learning from both of them, Mom and Dad both, they taught me so much throughout the year, so I'm super thankful for them.
And you could be the first Kentucky player to be drafted in the top 5 since De'Aaron Fox in 2017. Outside of your parents, who's your all-time favorite Kentucky player?
All time? One of my favorites is Tyler Ulis.
Okay.
And that was really cool this year because he was on staff. So he was able to kind of coach me throughout the year. But you have so many great players that play at Kentucky. Devin Booker's one that I really like to watch, Karl Anthony Towns. And it's cool for me because I have pictures with them when I was a little kid. So I've been watching them forever. So it'll be really cool to play against them.
I want to know, who is your NBA comp? Like the player you look at in today's game and say, my game mimics him, or I want to be just like him when I get to the league, which is probably in the next few hours.
For a few hours, few minutes.
First, there's so many great players in the NBA. So for me, it's hard to look and pick one. So I try and take different parts of different players' games. Like Chris Paul, I love how he can control the game and how he's just a teammate, and he just is so smart. And I was able to work out with him a few weeks ago, and you could just tell how smart he was. And then Devin Booker, how he can get to his mid-range spot whenever he wants. Steph Curry, how he can move without the ball and then get his feet set and still shoot the same shot, whether it's catch and shoot or moving around the court. So just seeing those and trying to put some of the greats what they're really good at into my game, just so I can be the best version of myself.
Our Kevin Pelton called you the best prospect of the 2024 draft. I mean, outside your undeniable shooting ability, you finished first in max vertical and fourth in standing vertical at the Combine. So your athleticism is on display. How do you hope to take advantage of that athleticism and your jumping ability at the next level?
Well, I think at the Combine they lowered it.
They lowered that was what it.
That's not how it works.
You lowering your draft stock when you say that. Man, they actually raised it way too high. I don't know what it was.
I'm super excited. Just to be in the NBA is a dream come true. I've been dreaming of it since I've been a little kid. So I'm super excited to go and to learn and just figure out what the NBA is like. So I can't wait for it. I'm super excited.
Well, what an amazing day. Congrats to you for getting this far, and good luck in your rookie season. And, enjoy the day, because this is what it is.
You get one time, man. One time, enjoy it all, smile, take all the pictures, enjoy it. This is the moment that I tell, be a nerd, be a basketball nerd. Very few people get this opportunity, and it looks like you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. He's got that money green on.
Got that money green here. He got the money green. He knows.
He knows.
A lot happening, as you can see behind us on the red carpet. Let's send it over to Christine Williamson, who's got the UConn guys with her.
I am here with a couple of national champions. No big deal. We got Donovan Clingan and Stephon Castle in the building. Now, you're DC. I was expecting you to wear a big chain, so I'm going to go with Stephon first, because you have this castle on, SC. I mean, I know the inspiration is national inspiration, but you put out all the songs today.
I just felt
felt like it would have looked nice with my suit. I feel like it just brings really the whole suit together. And I mean, of course, the inspiration is my last name is the castle, so I just threw my initials under it, and I'm happy with how it came out.
Okay, so this is why I called you DC, because I know that you have a DC chain that you're not wearing right now. You're just like a little light right now. I expected you to pull it out, but why did you go a little humble today?
Just keep it calm. Just want to look sharp, look clean, and keep it easy.
He said keep it calm. Okay, you guys obviously huge draft night. So excited for both of you. You guys have spent a lot of time together over the last few weeks since you guys won the championship at UConn. What has the last few months been like for you?
I mean, it's been super special, especially to cherish it with a teammate that you've been through so much with. So I mean, I know how much he's been through just on his own, but I mean, just to chase our dream and just to see all of it come true together, it's been super special.
So Stephon said that he knows how much you've been through. I saw you flashing the inside of your suit. Is there a story there?
Yeah, just talking my stylist, Adrian, and just wanted to, just have pictures of people that have helped me get to this point, people that have guided me, on one side of my jacket. I wanted, just me and my mom, just someone that's really special to me and someone I lost, the early time in my life. So, I just wanted to have her as a special part of my jacket.
She's very proud, I'm sure. Mama Castle also very proud. Thanks, guys. Good luck today.
Thank you.
RJ, I like that suit by Donovan. What about Darren McCain?
I knew my boy was going to bring it, though.
Oh, he's ready.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to be joining us on the desk. You might do a TikTok with him.
I hope so. He got all those followers. Get my followers up.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Picking up the Duralast brakes I ordered online this morning.
Right now, you can save 15% when you buy a set of Duralast pads with rotors.
Whoa, hold on. You don't want to do this. Oh, I promise you. I do. What have you done?
Don't get mad. I borrowed some adamantium from your claws, and I made us something special.
Just the two of us.
Yeah.
We can make it if we try.
Heineken Silver. All the taste, no bitter endings. See? Isn't this better than fighting?
Nope.
Why are you here?
To find a place to rent. I know renters when I see them. Apartments.com. We can help you get into a lovely 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, I don't want to presume anything. Apartments.com. The place to find a place.
How may I direct your call?
Hi, I'd like to order a pizza. Please hold.
Order, please.
Could I get a large pepperoni pizza for delivery?
Request submitted. Please hold. Request approved.
This commercial isn't about pizza, it's about money. Because this is pretty much how it works every time you spend it or send it. We deserve a better system. Fewer middlemen, fewer fees. That's how crypto works.
You did it, Boston. The Celtics are NBA champions. It's time to come together and celebrate in style. Go to NBAstore.com right now to get all your championship gear. The official locker room collection with t-shirts for the whole crew, the official locker room hat, and everything you need to celebrate the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy. Celtics fans, it's your time, so get your gear. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
With the first pick in the NBA draft.
The Cat. At the NBA draft, it's been assembled, connecting the greats to the hopefuls of today. It's a life-changing moment, no matter where you're from or when you're drafted.
The next generation of stars in our league.
So put on the cap and step onto the stage, because the future starts here. The NBA Draft, now a 2-day event on ESPN and ABC.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. It's so perfect for a flying. Come fly with me, let's fly, let's fly. Pack up, let's fly away.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Introducing the all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus Hybrid.
You're watching the NBA Today Draft Red Carpet Special, presented by ESPN Bet.
The red carpet is shining bright with potentially some of future stars of the NBA. Future so bright right there.
Okay.
Had to wear the shades. Select few names, you'll hear their names called to walk across the stage, but first up, they're walking the red carpet. And right now, we have Duke standout Jared McCain walking towards us to show off. This is a fit everybody's been waiting for. You got to come off.
Please come in. Please come here, son. Please
Okay,
come here.
Yes, explain the inspiration and don't forget the nails.
Okay, so went with black nail polish, nothing too crazy. All black suit, Dolce & Gabbana, and some colorful jewelry. Colorful rings, Hublot watch, black and gold. Nothing too crazy. Just wanted to keep it simple.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy.
Not too crazy.
Jared, right?
Yes.
Jared. Good to see you.
We've met before, right?
I don't recall. I normally remember faces, but this is what I was going to say. Are you ready to take a pay cut when you get to the NBA? Are you ready to take a pay cut in your first year?
No, I'm actually not.
You're not?
Yeah, not at all.
Okay, that was my only question for you.
Did you want that pay?
No, that was it. That was it.
For those that don't know, Jared is big on TikTok. You wouldn't know anything about this.
I follow him on TikTok. I follow him.
He's goals.
Yeah, I'm hating. He knows.
I mean,
3 million, close
he's
to
a big
3 million
hater.
views.
He's a big hater.
What?
He does, right? That's what he does for a living.
No. Okay.
See, look, we seen all your posts, and we saw that you posted one before the draft. Do you have an idea of what you want to post after you hear your name called?
I don't. It would probably be some dance. I'll probably be crying for a lot of it, but I don't have anything in mind yet.
Wait, this is how you get your TikTok.
No, I'm not. But this is what I'm saying.
Dancing.
Jared, I had the pleasure of meeting you in high school, and I didn't know much about you. And I had as much as I struggled to watch Duke games, I did get an opportunity to watch you a bunch, and I was really, really impressed. I was really impressed with your play. What was something that surprised you going from high school to college, and what is something that you're looking forward to college to this next level?
Yeah, I think just adjusting to the physicality. I mean, going off two is something I learned in college real quick is what I have to do. Going off one, there's way taller players that block your shot. So playing off two was a big thing for me in college. And then in the NBA, I'm just excited to see what challenges I have. I mean, there's obviously going to be challenges everywhere I go. Every single game is going to be a great matchup, and I'm just excited to take on those challenges. To
the team that's going to draft you, what are they getting? What type of player are they getting?
Yeah, I feel like they're getting the hardest worker in the draft. Someone who's just going to try to find any way to get on the court, any opportunity, whether that's just playing defense, knowing the team rotations, just getting a chance to get on the court. And then obviously my shooting, I feel like is the most translatable skill to the NBA. And I'll use that as well to create space and create space for others.
And you've been praised for your ability to balance your work ethic on the court and also brand building off of the court. How do you see that balance growing on the professional side in the NBA?
I've never really had trouble with it. Like a TikTok, they think I'm on TikTok like 10 hours a day. But a TikTok literally takes 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I grab my teammates after we win. Definitely know not to post after a loss. But yeah, it doesn't take too long.
When did you learn that?
Pretty quickly. Pretty quickly in high school. I know the comments are going to be flooded with you just took an L, just everything, your points. If you had 2 points, they're going to let you know about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get RJ to do a TikTok dance with you.
I can't dance.
Okay.
And look, like I said, we got Jay Billis doing nails over here. But again, I had so much fun watching you this year. There There was that Arizona game at Duke. That was a great game.
Same.
I really, really enjoyed it. Me and JJ had
Of course you did.
What I'm saying, I enjoyed it. Me and JJ had a side bet. Am I still allowed to say his name? So we had a side bet, and I won the bet. But I've really enjoyed watching, and I'm looking forward to watching where you go next year, man.
Thank you.
And I understand you're a big believer in manifestation and, meditating and journaling. How have you channeled that energy into today?
Everything. I mean, it's been a busy past 3 days, but doing breath work, journaling this morning, so I can just reminisce in 20 years and 5 years when I look back at this day, and it's the best day of my life. I have some memories from it.
You know what? Like, I'm getting a vibe. Something is telling me that this is a leader right here. And I want to know, like, where did you get this confidence? Who taught you how to have that confidence? Because it seemed like you, like, when you step into a room, especially with your peers, it seemed like you're leading the charge.
I credit my parents, my brother. They raised me to always be myself, whether that's expressing with nail polish or dancing on TikTok, whatever it is, I'm always going to be myself in any situation I go to. And if that's the leader, then that's what it is. But I'm always just trying to bring some joy into any room I go into.
You're getting a lot of TikTok questions because you're big on there.
I understand.
Not to just,
yeah, right. We know you can hoop.
Yeah,
we know you. We know that.
So,
we want to know, yeah.
Any tips for RJ? Because he's really trying to get his numbers up.
What about me? I'm trying to get something up too a little bit.
So for you, I would say, I think hair is really a big thing on TikTok. Having just hair molecules. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things you have to have. I don't really know how to go from there. You just have to have hair.
I was trying to like you for a while, and then that's how we're going to end the conversation.
You weren't liking me before.
I was
When you
never
first
liked you.
met me,
I never liked you.
liked
As soon as I found out you were going to Duke, I started talking trash to you in
Yes,
high
you
school.
did.
Yes. So I'm excited for this.
What a pleasure.
TikTok is not for you.
It's great that we get to know so many sides of you, Jared, and good luck this upcoming season.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
every bit of
Thank
tonight.
you. I will.
We're happy for you, man. Happy for you.
All right, so much more to come on the red carpet special. And there's a look at the 19-year-old Frenchman, Alex Sarr. He'll join us on the desk when we return. But first, here's a look at his arrival to the Big Apple.
How's it feel to be in New York?
Feels great, ready for a draft. I mean, I'm excited to draft night, finding out where I'm gonna play for the next years. And I think you always gotta adapt when you play somewhere new, so, I'm gonna have to adapt to a new environment and learn the ways of playing in the NBA.
What's up, guys? It's Alex Sarr. I'm excited to be here in New York for the draft and excited to meet you guys.
Oh, crap.
Now we gotta get France something.
Wait, we could use Etsy's gift mode.
All right, done.
Plateau de fromage! Ooh la la!
Don't panic. Get easy with gift mode. Now on Etsy.
When the sawdust settles and the engine finally roars, the thing you care about most is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe no matter what you're working on, you need high-quality tools at a great price. And that's what we're all about. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Live from Los Angeles, BET Awards 2024. We're standing on culture.
This is culture's biggest night.
Black and better than ever with dope performances from Victoria Monet, Glorilla, Shaboozey, Sexy Red, Lotto, Money Long, and many more. Plus, Lifetime Achievement Award honoree Usher gets a special tribute like no other. BET Awards 2024, culture's biggest night, hosted by Taraji P. Henson. Check your local listings.
Something amazing is happening here. Possibilities are multiplying. That's because CDW architects are maximizing AI capabilities across organizations with Microsoft Copilot. AI-powered solutions and devices make complex tasks easier and cybersecurity stronger, so everyone on your team stays protected and productive. Make amazing happen. Microsoft and CDW.
To the people chasing the sunrise with you, outrunning your doubts, inspiring you to see what's possible, and pushing you when it's not easy. To the people seeing your highest potential and making sure every step is a celebration, every rep a chance to connect. No matter where we're starting from. Propel.
So much hype, so much anticipation for this UFC championship fight.
He knocks people into other dimensions.
This is an opportunity for him to get revenge and to show how great he truly is.
A fantastic night of mixed martial arts. My goodness, I can't wait.
Hi, I'm Bob Davis with Fairway Chevrolet GMC in Calcutta, Ohio.
Local roots mean better deals at Fairway Chevrolet GMC. Like a low $399 a month lease on a 2024 Silverado Crew Cab. Or get up to $12,000 off MSRP on select 2024 GMC Sierra and Chevy Silverados. Get the hometown advantage on our entire inventory. Visit the all-new Fairway Chevrolet GMC today.
Fairway, that's the way we do business.
Introducing the all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus Hybrid.
I was born in Bordeaux, France, and I grew up in Toulouse. I'm a versatile player offensively. I can push the ball, play out the short roll, hit open shots. Defensively, I'm versatile too, a good rim protector, and I can guard most positions on the court. Being a good rim protector is more about timing than anything else and how high you can get. You gotta do the right timing so that the player shooting the ball doesn't seize you and you can sweat the shot at the best time. My brother Olivier, he's a two-way on the Thunder right now. Got a big influence on me. We talk every day. That's why I love him. You know, he'll never tell me that I'm great or that I'm good. There's always something to improve.
And Alex Sarr and that man right there, Zachary Richeche, could be the 4th and 5th French-born players ever selected in the top 10. As the second bus of players has arrived, filling up our red carpet, we're now joined by our draft expert, Jonathan Gavoni, to set the stage for what's expecting to be, you know, an unexpected draft, an unpredictable draft. So which player do you see in this draft having an immediate impact next season?
Cassidy, when you're the #1 pick in the draft, you better be ready to make an impact. The Atlanta Hawks are going to give Zachary Richeche every opportunity to be a star for them. He played at the highest level of competition of any prospect in this draft, playing in the French League and the Euro Cup. He started every game. He guarded the best player on every night, and he shot 39% for three. Zachary Richeche is ready to play in the NBA, and he's going to make a big impact next season.
Look, the Atlanta Hawks are in a very unique position where they are right now. You obviously, Trae Young, trying to figure out what you want to do. He's a 25-10 guy. DeJounte Murray, an all-defensive guard, but they're not meshing. So to me, that #1 pick, that is a type of player that can bring things together. When you have a fluid forward that can move, that can shoot, maybe they can get some help there. But I'm very curious what Atlanta's move is going forward.
Yeah, because like earlier today, Bobby Marks basically said that it's not a real market out there for Trae Young. Like we saw what the Brooklyn Nets got back from Mikal Bridges. Like Trae Young is not requiring that type of package, which is crazy to me, right? 25-10. I'm in the mindset that if I'm the Hawks, I move on from Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, and I start fresh, right? And you got Quinn Snyder there, who's a hell of a coach, in my opinion, and you just build and go forward, and try to get back some necessary pieces, picks, so you can build for the future. Continue to build for the future.
Having the number 1 pick is a good way to take one step forward. But let's talk a little bit more about, this draft class. Which prospect has the most intriguing skill set in your mind?
Providence guard Devin Carter is my answer here. 6'4", possibly the best defender in this draft, made 37% of his threes. One of the best athletes in this draft, averaged 9 rebounds a game as a guard. This kid is battle tested. He's a big game player. He's ready to play right away in the NBA, and I think he's going to have an impact similar to what Marcus Smart did earlier in his career.
We see him projected to go number 11 to the Bulls. The Bulls obviously had a huge shakeup, sending Alex Caruso to the OKC Thunder, getting Josh Giddey. What do you think about that fit?
Well, when I look at Devin Carter and you look at the way he plays, for me, you just see how every NBA team is prioritizing shooting, and it seems like two-way play.
Yes.
If you are a two-way player and you can shoot above 37%, the eyes are open. It used to be you got to score 18 points a game. You got to be able to do this. To me, I see so many players, obviously size, obviously shooting, but when you see that two-way players are becoming coveted in this league, and I think that's one of the things that moves Devin Carter up.
Well, speaking of, team situations, which team do you feel like is in the most interesting situation heading into this draft?
Cassidy, the draft for me starts at 3 with the Houston Rockets. What do they decide to do with that pick? Do they draft Donovan Clingan to play next to Alperen Şengün? Do they draft Reed Shepherd, the best shooter in this draft? Or do they trade this pick? Whatever happens here at 3 is going to have a cascading effect on the rest of the night. It sends the night in a completely different direction, whatever they decide to choose. This is where I have my eyes on the Houston Rockets.
And guess what? I trust H-Town and I trust the front office. They have been making the right moves when it comes down to draft day. They got the right pieces. They're building for – fix your body language.
What? No.
I'm saying that, listen. Tell me if they miss. Jalen Green, he has shown right why he was picked as the number 2 pick. We're watching Alperen Şengün. He's done this thing, especially this season, looking like a baby Jokic out there doing it all across the board. Jabari Smith, he's starting to pick up and play exceptionally well. The kid Thompson coming in off the bench when he did get minutes behind Fred VanVleet, he's shining. So what I'm saying is they've been doing what they do. Listen.
You know what's crazy? Is I said all of these things last summer, and I said Houston was going to be making a jump, and now he's over here jumping on the bandwagon.
What you mean? I live in Houston.
At the end of the day, what I love is Ime. Ime is one of the best developers of talent in this league. So for me, I'm okay with whatever they decide to go with.
You guys can handle this after the show because we have a big-time prospect in the waiting. Alex Sarr. Alex, please.
No, you got to walk in.
You got to
show us the fit.
Carpet special. Explain your fit to the cameras and to the people at home. I love those buttons.
Yeah, so it's a double-breasted suit, cream collar with some shiny buttons.
That's some shiny buttons.
Right there.
With some shiny buttons.
And Alex, you've had one of the more unique paths to the NBA. You left home at a young age, obviously, to play in Perth and NBL and then Overtime Elite this past year. What do you feel you've prepared yourself to make the league at this point in your life?
Yeah, I think learning how to adapt to new environments when I was really young, that's definitely something that's going to help me next season when I got to move into a new team.
My question for you is that we talked about your brother. How has having another NBA player in the family actually helped that transition for you? You're working out, you understand NBA workouts, you understand NBA game plans, you've watched this, you've learned it. Has that made it easier for you, or do you feel like you still have a much bigger kind of room for growth just mentally and with your mindset?
Yeah, I think my brother definitely helps me a lot, just learning about the schedule, his day-to-day as an NBA player, I kind of picture myself when I'm over there, and I kind of already know what it's going to look like because of him, and it's just such a huge plus for me.
Oh, y'all ready?
Yeah.
So I got the tough question in the room. I want to know, what was it about Atlanta that made you not want to be there? Since you didn't work out for them, you didn't visit, they got the number 1 pick. You could have potentially went with the number 1 pick. What is it about ATL?
Yeah, I never said I didn't want to be there, and I got a great team of agents around me that led me to the choice, but I think, Atlanta saw me play this year. I was playing Atlanta when I was at OT, so I don't think it's all about one workout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, your film is what you got. Your film is your proof. You're saying I was in Atlanta. They saw me work out. You know their scouts are at the game. Why do I need to go work out for them? That's basically what you're saying.
I mean, I'm just saying that there's probably enough film out there, just for one day of workouts.
Right. Amen. Amen.
Well, our draft experts compared you to Kristaps Porzingis on the offensive end and Nick Claxton on the defensive end. That would be, a big comp. Who do you think you model your game after?
I mean, when I was younger, the players I was looking up to is Kevin Durant, Giannis.
Bigger comps.
Yeah. Those tall guys that can do pretty much everything on the floor. I think, that's what was leading me to improving on my game.
And how does a French 18-year-old end up in Australia, and what was that experience like for you, and how did that help prepare you for the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, after OT, I wanted to take a new challenge and play in a professional league before I entered the draft. And the NBL is such a tough league, and it's really reputed for being a grown man's league. And I wanted to see how I measure compared to these guys. So I think it really helped me take the next step in my game.
What is this moment in time in terms of the NBA? Obviously, Victor Wembanyama going #1 overall this year. You and Zachary, you mean one of you guys could possibly go #1 in this year's draft. What does it mean for the country of France to have such high caliber NBA players right now leading the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just shows the level of French talents. Next year is going to be even more players from France, and I think you see more and more talents coming out of France, and our national team is going to be really good in the next few years.
Wait, few years.
I mean, yeah,
we got an Olympics.
Yeah,
we got an Olympics. And we got Olympics in a little bit. But to stay on French basketball, that French national team, are you guys the best team in Europe?
In Europe?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to.
We lost the last World Cup to Germany won it.
Yes.
I think.
We're starting a little beef between you and some of the Germans.
I want to know this. That's fine. I want to know this. Going into next year, do you have your goals set? What are your goals? Some of the goals you want to reach, achieve, and show the world that you could do?
Yeah, I mean, my goals is just to be impactful. However way I can. Just however minutes I get, just every time I'm on the floor.
Oh, you go get the minutes. You go get the minutes.
Yeah.
Alex, if you couldn't pick yourself #1, which prospect in this draft would you take #1?
I mean, I think Zach is a really good player too. I've been knowing Zach for the past 3 years, and I'm really happy for him.
Wow.
Well, we're really happy for you. Thank you so much for taking the time, and good luck this season, and enjoy tonight.
Good luck.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Not good luck.
All right.
Congratulations.
So much more to come from the Red Carpet Special presented by ESPN Bet. And take a look at this fit.
Oh.
What are we feeling, Jacoby Walter?
That's Texas. Yeah.
I ain't mad at him.
That's Baylor.
I ain't mad at him.
That seemed like a Baylor fit.
I ain't mad at him.
That's a Texas boy
I should have worn my chain like that today.
The NBA Today Draft Red Carpet Special is presented by ESPN Bet, the official sportsbook of ESPN.
Mitch and Cam switched phones, and now the family chat's gone green, and all the photos are blurry.
So the kids stopped replying. They barely even visit anymore. Kids! Kids!
Problem reaching your kids? Yeah, I see it a lot. Try WhatsApp. It's great for any phone, and it's private.
The kids are responding again.
What does IYKYK mean?
If you know, you know.
Well, if I knew, I wouldn't be asking. You know? Got another one. I got another one!
There are many ways to do things. At Old Dominion Freight Line, we do them this way. This way has people who start early, people who care, and inspire each other to do things the way they should be done. This way uses technology and goes the extra mile to deliver your promises on time, every time. This way is why we're the #1 national LTL carrier for quality. For us, this way is the right way, which is why it's the only way we go.
At Cracker Barrel, we're putting a little sting in every bite of our fried chicken. But our new sweet heat sauce will have you saying, ooh, not ow. What are you waiting for? Buzz on in and try it. And now, get here early for deals on dinner classics.
electrified. Hankook Tire.
I've always been driven to get my money right. As a kid, I watched my mom struggle financially. Her sacrifice allowed me to pursue my dreams, to create generational wealth. I'm partnering with SoFi because they care about making your money work for your ambitions, just like my mom did for me. Recognize a generational player. Join the official bank of the NBA. SoFi. Get your money right.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that beefy, meaty, grilly, dilly, pickle poppin'. Give me that burger, sauce and toss and Papa John's. Better get you some cheesy burger pizza at Papa John's.
Whoa. Hold on. You don't want to do this. Oh, I promise you. I do.
What have you done? Don't get mad. I borrowed some adamantium from your claws, and I made us something special.
Just the two of us.
Yeah.
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Heineken Silver. All the taste, no bitter endings. See? Isn't this better than fighting? Nope.
Prom day is July 16th and the 17th. With all these deals, I could be more than Megan Thee Stallion. I could be Megan the...
Sign up to be a member if you want free shipping. Yeah, start clicking.
Oh, what a good time we will have. You can make it happen, girl.
Try dietary supplements from Voltaren for healthy joints.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Girls, come on. Leave the saving of the world to the men? I don't think so.
Tonight on SportsCenter at 6 Eastern, Jay Billis has everything you need to know about the top 2 projected picks in tonight's NBA draft. Plus, did the Knicks overpay to bring in Mikal Bridges? Our GM evaluates the trade. And which AFC teams pose the biggest threat to the Chiefs' quest for a Super Bowl three-peat? SportsCenter, 6 Eastern on ESPN.
Head to ESPN Bet app for the latest team and player futures from the official sportsbook of ESPN. New customers can get a bet reset up to $1,000 in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. Download today. All right, it's 2 hours till the draft on ESPN. RJ is on the main desk for our broadcast.
Oh, well, look at you.
The energy is starting to pick up there.
I'm going to start acting different real quick.
We're going to be watching you. The energy's still high on the red carpet. Let's send it to Christine Williamson.
Now here with Kyle Filipowski, a.k.a. Flip, as you see. Oh, my gosh, look at you, the details. I was just telling him that when he walked on the red carpet, I literally was like, okay, Flip, you cleaned up nice. So how excited are you about tonight?
I'm super excited, just being able to live out my dream, kind of express myself with some fashion. I think it's super fun and just trying to enjoy the moment.
You said you feel like you're going to surprise a lot of people tonight. Why is that?
Even my teammates before getting here, in the group chat, they were kind of messing with me a little bit, just thinking I was going to show up in sweatpants and slides and whatever, because I like to bum it around a lot. But I think I'm going to surprise a lot of people just with the fit I put on, and I think it's going to be very underrated.
Yeah, that's usually your vibe. I'm not going to lie. That's why when I saw you, I was like, what? Okay, we've never seen this version of you. So why did you decide to go with what you went with?
I think it's not too much, I think it's still like pretty subtle, but it's still very me too. I feel very comfortable in it, the gold accents, the green and the roses, just having some fun with it, kind of just super my personality, yeah.
And he has red bottoms on, just for everybody.
I do.
Calm, something light, something quiet, Have you seen Jared?
I have seen Jared.
What do you think about his fit?
I think it's very Jared McCain. I think he's just super expressive of himself, and he did a really good job of it. 10 out of 10.
Well, it's great seeing you, Kyle. Good luck tonight. I mean, what? This is just, it's good.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
A guy that's going to give out full effort on the defensive end and the offensive end. A guy that can, knock down shots when it's needed, and a good team player and a smart player. I put in a lot of work to, be where I am right now. The rehab was tough, but, I kept being relentless and, putting in the work, and I feel like it's got me a long way, and I feel comfortable where I am right now. If I had to be any role in any movie, I would be Ferris Bueller from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I just love the movie. I feel like it's a movie that I've watched so much, and it'd be entertaining to be Ferris.
The weird thing is that Ferris's parents aren't LeBron James. That's the problem. He might get in a little bit of trouble if he's ditching school.
Shout out to Savannah and Braun for showing their son the classic.
Yes.
That's all I got to say. And Bronny has 10-1 odds to go in the first round at ESPN Bet. The Lakers are minus 155 favorites to draft the younger James. That seems fitting, as Jonathan Givony and Jeremy Woo have him projected to go 55th overall to the Lakers. But this is the question I want to ask you, Jonathan. How has Bronny James legitimized himself in this draft?
Bronny James showed a different side of himself in this pre-draft process, starting at the NBA Draft Combine, testing as one of the best athletes in the draft, then as one of the best shooters in the shooting drills. Then he went to the 5-on-5 section of the Combine and played exceedingly well. He showed his defensive versatility. He looked unselfish. He made shots. He showed his feel for the game. Bronny James is every bit the NBA prospect that NBA teams want to see. He's going to get a guaranteed contract next year, which is why he did not work out for every NBA team. I'm excited for Bronny James to show people what we saw from him in high school, why he was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
For me, it's less about the numbers that he put up at USC. Sometimes you can see that. I look at what he had to go through. That 5 months of no basketball, no activity, and then you try and ramp yourself up to really prove to the world that you can play in the NBA. So that doesn't go the way he would like for obvious reasons that were outside of his control. But when you say he had an opportunity in the draft combine and his stock went up, that's the player that I think a lot of people were expecting. Can shoot the ball well, two-way defense, understands the game. There's about 5 players that get drafted every year that are ready to play right away. Everybody else has work to do, and he falls in that class. He's got work to do, but if you ask me, is he an NBA player? Is he a guy that can have an NBA career? 100%.
Well, with Bronny, when it comes down to Bronny, with me, it's not about his past right now, and to me, it's not about the future. It's about the now for me. Like, I just want to see him get his name called. Whether that's with the 55th pick, the 29th pick, whatever it may be, I want to see him get his name called and then let his journey begin from there. And then we evaluate and judge him like we're going to do every other prospect that's in this draft. But at the end of the day, I love how now we get to hear him speak. Like, think about it. At USC, we didn't hear him say a damn word. Now we're starting to see who he is as a person. We saw glimpses of who he is as an athlete and as a basketball player. On top of that, he's learning from one of the best in the game. So the IQ is going to be there. Fighting and getting over screens, knowing defensive assignments, taking charges, playing the game the right way. Is it going to happen next year? We don't know. But I think it's a process. Whatever team draft him, they're going to have to be patient, and we know it.
Well, let's get a little specific. Like, what would be the best situation? Obviously, there's projections to join his dad. The Lakers are J.J. Redick as head coach. What would be the best situation?
To be honest, is to be with his dad, with the Lakers, with the 55th pick. Because now, guess what? Bron could take Bronny on the road and show him the ropes to everything. And
What, Bert?
and show him. This is Richard, man. Show him everything. You know, from from, his routines on game days on the road. That's a huge thing. Like, a lot of people don't realize how huge that is, but his best teacher is the guy that raised him to be a young man.
Now, again, there's one other situation. You look at Ken Griffey Sr., but it was kind of like the roles were reversed. Ken Griffey Sr. was a very good player. Ken Griffey Jr. was the legend. But it's still, to me, the fact that we've watched both of them grow up before our eyes and that we now have an opportunity to see Bronny James' name get called. And then at that point in time, you're evaluated off your play. And I think he's going to do just fine.
So you're graduating from this desk to
Yes.
the main desk, the 8
Yeah.
p.m.
I'm proud of
broadcast.
you. I'm proud of you.
Perk beat me there, but I appreciate it.
No,
Just, Moses Moody.
you can have that seat.
I got that seat.
I promise you.
You can take it, bro.
No, I promise you.
You
can.
good? Okay.
Just one thing that you're anticipating about tonight.
I look at Christian Brown 2 years ago. I look at Derek Lively this past year. One of these players is going to have an opportunity to have a high impact in the postseason, have an opportunity to play in the NBA Finals. One of these players is going to have an impact to have, or is going to have an opportunity to have a big impact on a big stage.
Jonathan will also be on that broadcast. You called this the best day of the year.
Absolutely. This is Christmas. And it's so nice they made it 2 days for us.
Yes, exactly. Say it twice. Again, don't miss RJ, Malika, Andrea, and Jay Billis on our draft broadcast, 8 Eastern on ESPN. It's time now for SportsCenter. Thanks so much for watching the Red Carpet Special.